Hey, what's up everybody, Fate here and welcome back to a new video. Today we will be continuing our little series thing that we started in the previous video on this channel, where we go through each generation of Pokemon and decide what would be the best team to use in that generation. Now, I've already explained how this works in the previous video, so if you want to know how we're going to be setting this up, then go and watch that first video on this thing, on this topic. In the previous videos, we have done, well, the previous video, I should say, we did Kanto, Johto, and Hoenn. We did two Kanto teams, one for the Let's Go games in Pokemon Yellow, and the other one for all the other Kanto games. And then we did a Johto team and a Hoenn team. For Kanto, for the games that aren't the Let's Go or Yellow games, we did Charizard, Nidoking, Poliwrath, Snorlax, Alakazam, and Jolteon. For the Kanto team for Let's Go and Pokemon Yellow, we did Pikachu, Charizard, Venusaur, Poliwrath, Ninetales, and Golem. For Johto, we did Typhlosion, Crobat, Scizor, Tyranitar, Kingdra, and Ampharos. For Hoenn, we did Swampert, Breloom, Metagross, or Aggron if Metagross is unavailable, Salamence, Shiftry, and Shedinja. And so now, that all being said, we're going to start doing Sinnoh. There's going to be two different Sinnoh teams we're doing. One of them is going to be for Legends Arceus, and the other one is going to be for all the other games. So let's look up Sinnoh Pokemon. I don't really want to look at this list right here. I want to get the Cerebi list. Maybe the Pokemon Platinum Pokedex will help me out too. No, this is in a national dex number, which means these should all be the Pokemon that I can get. Alright. So, the starter I want to choose is Infernape. Oh, fuck. Okay, so the starter I want to choose for this team is Infernape. I like the fire fighting on him. I didn't choose Blaziken because I wanted to use Breloom. Thing is, though, is that there's not any good fighting. There's actually Lucario that I could use in this game, but I don't really want to use a Lucario. So let's see here. The next Pokemon I want to use is a Roserade. Yep. Okay. The grass poison. So I hope this doesn't end up looking exactly like the Sinnoh Pokemon, the Sinnoh team I used for Brilliant Diamond. At least I hope it doesn't end up being like that, but it could. Gastrodon's good, but I don't want to use that as my ground type. Let's see here. Spiritomb is fun. Okay, Garchomp. It's the pseudo legendary, and I like using it. So Dragon / Ground. Okay, next one up. Yeah, Lucario is good, but I already got a fighting type, so I'm not gonna do that. Grass and Ice. I already chose a grass type. I'm gonna choose Weavile. It's a nice physical attacker. Ice / Dark. Cool. The only problem is that I've noticed is that there is a decent amount of Pokemon that on the team that I've used. Hold on, I'm also going to add Magnezone to this team. Electric / Steel. These are all Pokemon that I used on my Brilliant Diamond team, by the way. These and Staraptor are all Pokemon that I used on my Brilliant Diamond team. So I don't think I'd want to use Staraptor as my final Pokemon, so I think I'm going to replace it. Something I have noticed with the Pokemon right here is that there's a massive weakness to fire. I have a fire type on the team that can resist it, and then I have a ground type as well that can also resist it. But all the other Pokemon are weak to it. Roserade has the grass type, which is weak to fire. Weavile has the ice type that's weak to fire, and Magnezone has the steel type that's weak to fire. So fire is a really good team a really good really good typing to go against this team right now. Ooh, I could put Yon Mega on the team for the bug flying, but that team might get fucked up. Gliscor's already not available because of the ground. I already got the ice and the ground type on the team, so Mamoswine's not available. The fighting type's already taken, so I can't use Gallade, even though Gallade would be a decent one to use. Not using any legendaries. You'll know why I'm not using legendaries if you guys watch the first part of this stuff. So forget the legendaries, forget Rotom. I'm not using a Rotom. I already got an electric type anyways. Should I just say fuck it and put Staraptor back on the team? Yeah. I'm gonna let Staraptor get his place. I like using Staraptor, so I'm gonna let him slide on it. Normal / flying. Yeah, so that's basically just my Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl team. So, yeah. You know what? I don't even need that because, yeah. So, this list only has Pokemon from, like, okay, it doesn't have any Legends Arceus specific Pokemon. Oh, fuck. Okay. There we go. Legends Arceus Pokemon. Okay. Can I see the Pokemon from that game? Or Sui Pokedex. Alright, that works. Okay. So, these are the starters. We can choose between Hisuian Decidueye, Hisuian Typhlosion, and Hisuian Samurott. I'm not choosing Hisuian Samurott, so it's between Hisuian Typhlosion and Hisuian Decidueye. I have not used a Hisuian Decidueye before, but I have used Hisuian Typhlosion, and I have used Hisuian Samurott before. I'm going to hold off on that decision so I can look at the other. I want to use Legends Arceus specific Pokemon for this team. You know? So like the new forms. Normal Psychic, I don't really want to use a Weird Ear. So I might just use a Gen 4 Pokemon for any Pokemon that I don't. That is a really good looking, like those flames on that Infernape right there in that specific picture looks fire as hell. If that's how Infernape looks in the game, then that's good. Like, I like that. Kleavor is not a bad Pokemon. I'd probably still prefer Scizor over Kleavor, but I might add Kleavor to the team. I'd have to think about that. Oh, I'm definitely using Overquill, though. Okay, so the first Pokemon I'm adding to the collection is Overquill. That's how to spell it, right? Yeah, which is a dark poison type. It's got a really specific and weird way to evolve it, which is kind of annoying. But if you look past that, or once you get it done, you got yourself a really good Pokemon. So, Grass Fighting, that is the exact same typing as the Hisuian Decidueye. I'll have to think about that. Basculegion, I want to use a Basculegion, I think. I just don't know the typing for it. Ursalana, my bad, is a ground normal. It's not really the best typing. Goodra is a Steel Dragon type. That's not bad. Hisuian Goodra, that is. So I might actually use a Hisuian Goodra. I just hope it doesn't have to evolve the same way as the other games. That Gengar art is pretty badass. I could use Hisuian Arcanine, Fire Rock. Even though I think I'm going to use... Yeah, I'm going to use Hisuian Typhlosion. Typhlosion. Hisuian form. Which is a Fire / Ghost type. Two, three, four. Okay, so we still need 4 more Pokemon. Here's Basculegion, Water Ghost. That's tough. I can't use Basculegion because of the dual typing. Fuck. Damn, that's tough, man. That sucks. Absolute dick. I wanted to use a Basculegion, but I guess it overlaps Typings with Typhlosion. I could use Hisuian Decidueye instead of Typhlosion. Well, let's look at the rest of this list and just see what the rest of the Pokemon look like. Normal Ghost isn't a bad typing. I mean, I don't really know how many like weaknesses it has. Okay, the rest of these I think are just legendaries. So I'm not using any legendaries. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change. I'm not gonna use Typhlosion, and instead I'm gonna use Decidueye. Hisuian form, which is a grass fighting type. Okay. Then I'm gonna use Basculegion. I think that's how you spell it. Which is, I think, is a water ghost type. Need to find it again. Hisuian Electrode would be pretty good. Electric Grass. Overlaps typings with Decidueye though. Basculegion, which is a water ghost type. Huh. You know what? Yeah. Do I have fire or rock on the team yet? No. Okay. Let's put Hisuian Arcanine in there then. Fire / rock. I just realized. God damn it. Hisuian. That's exactly how I spelled it down here. Just ignore. Just ignore. I was going to add Cleavor to this list, but I guess it overlaps typings with Arcanine, so I don't really want to do that. Do I have a Steel or a Dragon type? No. If that's the case, I'm putting Goodra, Hisuian Goodra, on the team. Which is a Dragon / Steel type. It's got the same exact typing as Dialga, which is a decent typing. Ursaluna. So I pronounced it right the first time then. What the hell? My eyes are playing tricks on me. I could just use a regular Gen 4 Pokemon for my final slot, if necessary. I can't use Cleavor anymore because the rock type is now taken, which sucks. Let's see here. What typings have been taken? Grass, Fighting, Dark, Poison, Water, Ghost, Fire, Rock, Dragon, and Steel. Our Ghost is taken, so I can't use Hisuian Zoroark. That's off the table. Okay. Cleavor's off the table. Weirdeer. Wait, have I used normal or psychic yet? No, which means Weirdeer is available. I did tell myself I didn't really want to use Weirdeer. However, it might not be a bad idea. I'd like to use Hisuian Electrode, but with Decidueye being a grass type, it kind of fucks that up. So I wouldn't mind using Sneasler either, but I already got a fighting type and a poison type. Ice and rock. I have Hisuian Hisuian Arcanine for the rock type. Forgot they made a Hisuian form Avalugg. Oh, damn. Wait, Hisuian Braviary. I forgot that existed. Psychic and Flying. We're using the Hisuian Braviary then. Hell yeah. Hisuian form. Which is what? Flying Psychic? Yup. Flying slash... There. Cool. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's a pretty decent team right there. That is just Hisuian form Pokemon right there as well. So that's a decent Legends Arceus team. I might want to copy paste this list so that I could use it for later, like future games and shit. Now then, now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's go to the next. Let's go to the next generation. Let me take these headphones off because I don't need any audio. Now we're gonna look at all the Unova Pokemon. Now, I have looked at the Unova Pokemon before and figured out what Pokemon I want to use, but I kind of forgot what Pokemon I wanted to use. So, I do remember one Pokemon I wanted to use, and that is good old Crocodile. So the first Pokemon we're putting on this list, I'm going to skip a line so I can put the starter there. The first Pokemon is going to be Crocodile. Is that how you spell it? Let me check. Yes, that is how you spell it, and it is a ground / dark type. So let's find out what the other 5 Pokemon are going to be. One of them is going to be a starter. I think I wanted to use Scolipede, but let's hold off on that for a second and let's figure out what the some of the other Pokemon are going to be first. Let's use Chandelure, which is a ghost fire. I like Chandelure. I think it's like that, which is a fire / ghost type, which means that automatically Emboar is off the table because now the fire type has been taken. Okay. I can't use Volcarona because of the type overlap. Hydreigon would be cool, but it's a really late game Pokemon, and it's Dragon Dark. The dark type is already taken anyways. Due to Crocodile. Can't use Golurk. Ghost type's already taken. Can't use Bisharp. Dark type's already taken. The Electros line has no weaknesses since it has Levitate. The only way that an Electros can be hit is if a ground type... Like, the only way that an Electros can be hit with a super effective move is if a ground type had an Iron Ball. That's it. Okay. Now, if I went with Ferrothorn, I could get Grass and Steel on the team. And then I could put Samurott as my starter. I could use a Galvantula, Bug Electric. Or I could use Jellicent and then have Serperior be my starter. I don't really want to do that though. Among Us would be funny as hell to put on a team as well. You know what? Wow, I'm really bad at this. Okay, Okay. I don't want Serperior as my starter, and I can't use Emboar because of overlaps. So I'm going to use Samurott as my starter. Which is a pure water type in this game. So that's half the team figured out now. I got to figure out 3 more Pokemon for this team. Okay. Zebstrike is good, but I do want a dual typing. So for my bug type, I'm thinking about either putting Scolipede or Galvantula. So say I choose Galvantula, what would be my poison type? Would I have a poison type if I chose Galvantula? Would I have any options for a poison type other than that? I don't think I'll have any options for another poison type. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Even the legendaries aren't poison. Oh, I have Amoonguss. Amoonguss looks like the only option I have for a poison type over Scolipede. So I think what I want to do... Oh, what I could do is put Scolipede for my bug poison, and then put Ferrothorn for my grass steel. And then that way I only have to do one more Pokemon. You know what? That sounds like a plan. Let's do it. So it's going to be Scolipede, which is a bug poison. I need to double check to spell that. And then Ferrothorn, which is a grass steel. I need to double check how to spell Scolipede. Okay, I spelled it correct, which means I need one more Pokemon left. Huh. I don't think there's any good dual typings left. I wonder. You know, I don't think Electros is better than Haxorus, and I don't think Zebstrika is better than Haxorus. The only problem is I don't really know how useful electric types are, but I think they're pretty useful. I know there's a flying type gym. Do I have anything good against a flying type gym? No. So, what if I replaced Scolipede with Galvantula? Chula, bug / electric. Now I got an electric type on the team. Maybe take Ferrothorn off the team. And then use Haxorus, which is a pure dragon. Is that how to spell Haxorus? Yes. And then... Have I used grass or poison yet? No, I haven't. So Among Us would work with the team. I know I was just joking earlier about having Among Us on the team, but I think we're going to go ahead and just stick with it. How long have I been recording for? Okay, that's fine. So, next up is the Kalos team. Kalos Pokemon. There's not as many new ones in this generation as in previous generations. I think I already know what starter I'm choosing though. Straight out the gate, my starter is Greninja. So, I'm building a team surrounded based off of Greninja. Water and Dark already taken. I think a good call as well would be putting Talonflame on the team. Fire / flying. Now here's a good question. If a Pokemon is not a Kalos Pokemon, but it has a Mega Form, will it be allowed? That's a good question, actually. I'm going to think on that. Let's see. Oh, Aegislash, definitely going on the team. Okay, so that is half the team chosen. Sorry about that. Hope the mic quality didn't get awful after that fell over. So now we got Greninja, Talonflame, and Aegislash. Remember, Gen 6 Pokemon only. Oh, I forgot there was sections of the Pokedex in this game. Is it just like a list of all the Kalos Pokemon only? I could use a fossil. Ooh. Would I want to use a Tyrantrum with Rock Dragon or an Aurorus with Rock Ice? I'm going to hold off on that. I want to figure out if there's another Ice type from Kalos. Sylveon is also an option. Gotta remember that. So if I don't find a good Fairy type, Sylveon is a good option. Goodra's in this game. I could use Noivern as well, but I already got the flying type in the team thanks to Talonflame, so that's off the table. Oh yeah, Trevenant and Pumpkaboo. They're both grass ghost types. I think I'd want to have... I might have to verify stats with that, but I'd have to trade for both of those. But... yeah, I already have the ghost type anyway, so let's just knock those off the table anyways, because I already have a ghost type. Damn. That would have been a cool Pokemon. Is that my sister's alarm going off? Damn. I mean, I know it's 9 in the morning, but damn. Wait, she got an alarm at this time? Alright, well that's... I'm not using legendaries. They did have some badass legendaries in this generation, though. Wait, did I miss anything? Hold on. There's gotta be a list of, like, specifically Kalos Pokemon. Yes, new Pokemon for X and Y. Here we go. Much better. So, let's see here. There's also Florges. There's Florges and there's Sylveon. Are there any other Fairy types? There's... well, that's off the... those two are off the table because I don't want them. Malamar's a pretty cool one. Dark and Psychic. I already have Dark, though, so that's off the table. Rock and Water. I already have a Water type. Poison Dragon. I don't have Poison, do I? No. Dragalge is available. Oh, Heliolisk. I'm using Heliolisk. Yeah. It's a normal electric type. And it has dry skin, so it can't even get hit by water type moves. I think that's what it means, right? I'm going to think about one of the fossils. Do I have any rock types on the team? No. So either one of them could work. I don't have any dragon or any ice types yet. I want to go with Tyrantrum, but if I find a different dragon type I want, I'm going with Aurorus. I'm not going with Dedenne. I just confirmed my homie there. Well, legendaries I'm not going to use. Noivern's off the table because of flying. I'm not using a pure type, so Avalug's off the table. Ghost type's already taken, so Trevenant and Gourgeist are off the table. Steel Fairy's not a bad typing. Wait, have I used the Steel typing yet? Yes, I have, so that's off the table as well. Not using a pure typing, so Goodra's off the table. Carving's available. I already got an electric type. Dedenne's off the table. Flying is already taken, so Hawlucha's off the table. Forgot about that guy. Sylveon's available. I don't really want to use a pure type, but for Sylveon, I might make an exception. I might have to go with like Tyrantrum and then Sylveon, you know. I might. You know what? Yeah, fuck it. Tyrantrum. Rock / Dragon. Pretty decent Pokemon. And then, hold on. Let me just confirm real quick. That's going to be my 5th. Will my 6th Pokemon be Sylveon? You can only get one fossil for each copy. You can choose. So I'm going to choose Tyrantrum, because that's a better Pokemon to use on the team. Now, do I want to use Sylveon, or is there like a better Fairy type? Because there's no way in hell I'm going to play through the game. There's no way in hell I'm going to play through a game from the generation where Fairy types were introduced and not use a Fairy type. So here's my options for Fairy, right, that I haven't already knocked off the board. Diance's a legendary, so I'm not using that. Xerneas is a legendary, so I'm not using that. We go up. Klefki, Steel typing, so that's unavailable, because I've already used that typing. Carbink is available. I've already got an electric type on the team, so Dedenne's off the table. Sylveon's available. Fairy. Oh yeah, Slurpuff and Aromatisse. I'm not using either one of those. Not to mention I'd have to trade for them, and that's just stupid. Not wasting my time for those guys. Forgot about Go-Go. Florges is available. And I think that's it. So I got Florges. So there's Florges, Carbink, and Sylveon. If I'm being honest, I don't want to use a Carbink on the team. Wait a minute, hold on. Carbink is part Rock type, isn't it? Isn't Carbink Rock type? Yeah, I already just used the Rock type, so Carbink is off the table. So it's between Sylveon and Florges. Both of them are pure Fairy type, so I can't get a... Do I have Grass type yet? They should have made Florges a Grass Fairy type, in my opinion. They've really fumbled the bag on that. Florges is literally based off a flower, and yet it's not Grass type? I would actually use a Florges over a Sylveon if it was a Grass Fairy. It would be a dual typing, which is useful, and I would actually want to use it. But since it's not a dual typing, I'm going to choose Sylveon, which is a pure Fairy type. I'm fine with having a Sylveon on the team. The only annoying part is getting it those 2 hearts that it needs to evolve, which I am still fine with having to deal with. So, I think those teams are really good. We've gotten 4 new teams added to this list. And, yeah, I think, I'm going to stretch this out into 3 parts. For sure. Yeah, so in the next part of this little thing, I'm going to finish it off by getting an Alola team, a Galar team, and a Paldea team. I really like this Kalos team, I'm not going to lie. I like the Unova team. Got to do a little bit of mismatching, but I like it. The Legends Arceus team is interesting. Made a team out of just Hisuian forms. The Sinnoh team originally is basically just my Brilliant Diamond team, and I like the team, so I'm fine with it. Yeah, so I'm happy with how this video went. Let me go over to Facecam real quick. I'm going to end the video off here, guys. I know this video is like way shorter than the first part, but since I kind of had to explain all the rules and do all of the other stuff in that first part, and I didn't do that in this part, it makes sense that this one's shorter. I do think it is kind of crazy how it's like a decent amount over 10 minutes shorter, but I'm fine with it. So you guys will be seeing a 3rd part for this series, probably the next day. I'm pretty sure this video is also getting dropped on Halloween as well, which is also going to be the day that the band and I will be leaving for state. We'll be heading towards the hotel and all that, so by the time you guys see this video, I will be at San Antonio for state. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to end the video off here though, guys, so if you like what you saw, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss an upload. If you want to check out my other socials, you can go to the about section of the channel, or to the description of this video and all my other videos. I should have said this in the first part, but I didn't. So if you guys have seen both parts already, and if you guys have seen the 3rd part once it comes out, I want you guys to leave comments down below saying what Pokemon teams you guys would use for each generation. I want to know what kind of teams you guys would use. See what, maybe if you guys agree with my teams and like using the teams that I chose, maybe you guys can let me know that in the comments as well. But with that all being said, my name is Fate. This has been part 2 of me selecting Pokemon for teams for a specific generation of Pokemon. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.